Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. So I just posted on TikTok about part A in my inflation frugality series. So if you don't have TikTok, that's totally fine. I'm going to cover everything that I talked about on TikTok here, and it's going to be a little bit longer because the TikTok videos are limited to a few minutes. So I'm really going to get into why we're here today, okay? And this is the first part of the inflation frugality series. So if you are joining us over from TikTok, thank you for being here. We're going to go into basically what I just talked about on TikTok, but a little bit deeper, okay? So if you want, you can just fast forward through these first few minutes. So what is inflation frugality? That random term that I just came up with, right? So basically, I have it on my heart that we all don't have to be living in this constant state of fight and flight, right? I know so many people right now that are just so stressed out with affording just the basic level of getting by. Just getting by is so stressful for so many people right now, and I really want to help you fix that. And I'm going to give you a little bit of background, and I want to emphasize that this is not going to be a channel that is focused on Dave Ramsey. If you've heard of him, he's a huge financial person. He's famous for his baby steps to get out of debt. And while I do support and follow Dave Ramsey, this is not a channel about that. I really want to kind of bring that superstar mentality of Dave Ramsey, and I want to kind of bring it down to just moms. I'm a mom. I'm 36 and I have 3 kids, and I really just need another mom to relate with. And I feel like it's hard. We don't really have the relatability. And if you're not a mom, well, you're absolutely welcome on my channel. There are a lot of dads that are also feeling the struggle. So I welcome you here, and I really hope that this is a really productive space for you to understand that you're not alone, and it is totally possible for you to get out of debt and to flourish, even on a 1-income household, which is what my husband and I are. I'm not selling anything. I want to make that really clear because I had a couple people asking me what I was selling, and there is no sales. I am not selling anything. There's no product sales. I can't promise that in the future I might not come, create something that I feel like is valuable. But right now, this is truly just a way to tackle inflation and to survive, because there are people who are not surviving right now. And sure, when I say survive, I mean, there are people that are eating and sleeping and they have a roof over their head, but what's real? I mean, is there really a level of survivability there? I mean, I know that a lot of people that are really stressed out, and so let's get into it. This is going to be the reality check, and this is going to be the part that I talked about yesterday where I said that things aren't going to be always comfortable. We need to have transparency, and we need to have accountability for every single thing that we're doing. Whether you are a single mom or a unmarried single person, a married person, or a married person that keeps their bills separately from their spouse, there is still accountability that has to take place under one household, and we're going to tackle that right now. So I have homework for you, and the first piece of homework that I have for you for this, if this series is going to work for you, you need to do what I ask, and that is, this is the first part of homework that I have for you. We are almost through October. For the month of October, I want you to go onto your online banking, and I want you to categorize things that have gone out and things that you've spent. If you operate on a cash basis, then you need to write down everything that you spent cash on. What do I mean? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have a category A. So on a piece of paper, you're going to write category A, and you're going to just take your time. And it's probably going to be uncomfortable for some of you, and probably a little alarming once you start adding up the things that you're spending money on. But that's okay. I mean, you have to go through a little bit of pain to make progress. So we're going to go through our online banking and we're going to review the month of October because we're almost at the end of October. So it would make sense that that would probably be the month that we would look at. If you don't want to use October, you can use September or even August, but I wouldn't go back more than 3 months because, 3 months ago is way different than right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take everything in category A. So category A is going to be anything that you put in your mouth, food or drink, that you didn't have at your house, that you didn't prepare at your house. This one is going to probably stress a lot of you out, and it's okay. Do not feel discouraged, because when you are discouraged, you start to self-sabotage yourself. We're not going to do that, okay? We're not going to do that. Everything is going to be okay, but we this part is going to hurt, but we need to know. We need to know. So anything, if you went to a football game and you bought a hot chocolate and a hot pretzel, and you need to write that down. If you got coffee, you need to write it down. Anything from a drive-through, you need to write it down. If you went to the pumpkin patch and you took out $40 and you spent $10 on the hayride, but then you went and had funnel cake and apple cider, you need to account for that, okay? If that money that you took out of the ATM didn't go back in the bank, you need to account for it. And we're going to put all of those things in category A, and we're going to total it. And that's going to be our total. And it's okay, because guess what, guys? It's almost November. We don't have to do the same things that we did in October or September. Category B. Category B is going to be a hard one, because how many times have you gone into Target for paper towels and spent like $200? I have. We're gonna put everything that we bought that wasn't in our budget. Now, if you don't have a budget, don't get discouraged. We're just gonna put it all down, okay? So if you don't have a budget and you went into Target and you got like paper products, but other stuff, just put it in category B, and next month we're gonna have a budget. So it's gonna be okay. Anything. So if you got cleats for your son who plays football, if you went to the ATM for the pumpkin patch and you bought pumpkins and went on a hayride, that goes in category B. Next month it's going to be budgeted, so we'll have things budgeted next month, and you'll be able to well, you're not going to go to the pumpkin patch because it's going to be November, but if you go see Santa and you take pictures or buy a picture package with Santa, you'll have that budgeted already, or you won't because you can't afford it. And that's going to be some of the reality check and some of the being uncomfortable. You might not be able to afford to buy a $50 package with Santa this year. You might have to go to your local garden center and where they have a Santa, and just take a picture with your cell phone, and that might have to be enough. And it is enough. It is enough. You do not have to do the things that you think in your mind that you feel like you're so conditioned to do. So anyway, category B is going to be all the things that you spent money on that, maybe you needed it, but maybe you didn't, okay? And if you're not sure, just put it in category B. Category C is going to be the things that had to get paid. So all your bills, your electric, your water, your trash, your sewer, your credit card payments, your student loan payments. Some of you might not have those. I don't think those are due right now, but I have student loans. That's our last thing that we're working on paying off, and some of them aren't due right now, but we have quite a few that are due. So we've been paying on them through all of the mess that's been going on the last couple years. So those are bills. So all your bills, all your outgoing is going to go in category C, and then we're going to total it, okay? And we're going to see where we're at. And some of you, and it's okay. I'm just prepping you now. It's okay. Some of you are going to total all these categories up, and you're going to be like, I don't understand, because I only make this much money and I spent this much. So that doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make sense, but this is the reality for a lot of people. And we're going to work on fixing that. Okay. So that is going to be kind of the first thing that we're going to do, and I'm going to give you guys a few days to do it. I was going to do a video every day, but I feel like we all are living our lives right now, and not everybody can just go sit down tonight and spend like 2 hours like writing everything down. So I'm gonna give it a few days, and then I'm gonna come out, and then we're gonna talk about what that all means. Like okay, I have all these 3 categories, Sarah. Now what do I do? So we're gonna work on this. And I know I got some comments. If you're over here from TikTok, I got some comments on my videos that people were like, I don't budget. I can't budget. I actually I just don't even, I'm not even interested in budgeting, but like something about your video just is really like, I need to do this. And so if you're here and you're really apprehensive, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you for knowing that change has to occur. And I'm really proud of you for being a strong person and realizing that change has to occur. And I'm also really proud that you're stepping out on faith, because you don't know me. But I feel like if you're here, you trust me enough that you're here. So I really appreciate that, and I'm not going to abuse that at all. My goal here is to really just lead the best way I can with the knowledge that I have. And like I said before, this isn't just going to be a budgeting channel. This is just a small snippet of something it's truly on my heart right now. And so I'm starting with this because I feel like so many of us are stressed out. But I really have a lot to share and a lot to give. And I really think that this knowledge is going to be really productive in a lot of your lives. So I thank you again for taking the time out of your day to pick me and to watch me. And I really hope that I can help you. God bless.